Hello people, what is up? It is Cody from Echo Flips, and we're going to look at what I sold on eBay this month. Let's just jump right into it. And starting off, we have this K-Rank Golf Club. I took an offer of $110, and I got this at a thrift store. A couple other high-end K-Rank golf clubs. And the catcher about this one was, I believe somebody had it at their garage sale, and they had it for $60 and it didn't sell. And the reason why is because this is a lefty golf club. So I bet there's not too many people that are lefties that play golf. So I feel like that's kind of niche, and it's like a higher end golf club. So for someone to come to this garage sale and pick this up, that'd be pretty rare. So I guess he donated it, and the store had it for 15 bucks, and I bought it. I waited on it. I probably waited 6 months for this to sell, but I turned $15 into 110, and the buyer paid shipping. So these are some more games that I got from GameStop for fairly cheap. I'm only making like 2 or 3 bucks on this one in particular. I think I paid like 7 bucks for that. Here's some hair clippers. You'll see a lot of hair clippers in this video because right now it's Corona time, and hair clippers are in pretty high demand. So I found these at Ross, and this one in particular I found for like 12 bucks, and I sold it for 40. So decent profit there. This is a TJ Maxx find. I was surprised they had Battlefield 5, but yeah, they did. I didn't even know TJ Maxx carried like video games like this, but I sold it for 32 bucks and I paid $11. So I saw this at a thrift store. I was like, there's all these Book of Mormon books, and they're like 25 cents each. What if I just lotted all 3 of them up together on eBay and put them for 10 bucks? I bet somebody would buy it. Somebody bought it. So yeah, that's a good 75 cents into like $7 after fees. Here's a Costa hat. I paid 2 bucks for this. I sold it for $17. Here's a remote. I paid like $1 or $2 for it. Sold it for 35. Here's some Brooks Brothers shoes. So when the stores were opening up, like Ross in my area, for uh, Corona, like they had to close down because coronavirus got really bad in my area. And when they opened back up, I didn't know too much about these shoes. I saw that they were $10, and I was like, for $10, new Brooks Brothers shoes, I bet they'll go for at least 30 to 40 bucks. I didn't even look them up. I just bought them, and they sold for 40 bucks. And then the buyer paid shipping, and these are without box. They actually sold within like 2 days, so I'm really happy about that sale. Here's some Nike Vapor Untouchable 3s. This is a really good model if you go to Ross. And yeah, this is a good model to pick up. I paid 20 bucks for these. I sold them for 54. I made a good like 17 bucks on these. I think I sold them a little bit cheaper. You probably get maybe like a $70 sale, but they were a really weird size, 12 and a half, so I thought the price was fine. Here's some more hair clippers. Got those for like 25 or $23. Okay, so I'll do this sometimes. I'll be like, wow, because when people donate things, they usually donate like similar things. So I saw they had all of these South Carolina license plates, and they were all $1 each. I was like, what if I just lot them up together and put them for 20 bucks, see what I get? Somebody bought them for 20 bucks. I bet they were pretty happy with this, and I made a good $7 to $8 profit. So here's some weights I'm selling. People need to do home exercise for coronavirus. I got these at Dollar Tree for $5 each. So after shipping and fees, I make about $5 to $8 on this one. This one I got from GameStop.com. I paid $10 for. Sold it for 25. Here's some wall hair clippers. I actually got these online, and I pretty much broke even on these. But on the other clippers that I got from like in-store and Ross, I usually made like a $15 to $20 profit. This is a Fitbit Zip. I love selling these things. I can find these for about 10 to 20 bucks at my local thrift stores, and I sell them regularly for $60 to $65. Okay, so I showed this in my last video, but this is a Nike Red Heritage bag, And I found this for $7 on Nordstrom Rack when they were having an insane sale, and I bought 5 of them, and they all sold. Here is some iPod dock. I'm not too sure. It was just, I think I got this for pretty much free, or maybe I paid like 10 cents for it, and I listed it, and it sold for $15 plus shipping. Here's some, this was a bad Nike outlet find. I paid $24 for it, but after the shipping and fees, I think I only made like 8 or 10 bucks, but not the worst. Here's a Ping golf club. This was a really good one. If you don't know about Ping golf clubs, they're usually pretty expensive. If you've ever went into like a Dick's Sporting Goods, you can start to realize how expensive all of this sporting equipment is. So people really want to buy it used because it's already so much in store. So somebody paid 70 bucks plus shipping for this, and I paid $2 for this golf club. Pretty good margin right there for me. So I talked about this before, but I sold the rest of these for 65, and I have a few more of these that I sold, but for a higher price. Here's some more video games that I got from GameStop. I paid $7.50 for these, sold them for $19.49. Here's some web cameras. I sold 8 of these guys for $45.95, and I bought them for $30. So after all the shipping and fees, I really didn't make too much money. I made probably like 50 or 60 bucks, but they sold pretty much instantly, because obviously they're in super high demand. So here's another Fitbit. This was broken when I found it. I think I got it for like 5 bucks, and if you can see, it's really scratched up. Sorry if I'm blocking a little bit, but it's really scratched up. I still sold it for 50. I made sure to put very scratched screen. Somebody still bought it. Here's some golf club. What is this? Oh, football cleats. My bad. These are football cleats, and I paid $3 for these at Ross, and I sold them for $30, and the buyer paid shipping. So I made like a good 25 bucks on that one. Here's some 2DS XLs. I sold 2 of these to the same buyer, so maybe they bought them off of me to like flip onto Amazon, but it's whatever. So I sold 2 of them, and after the tax of buying this expensive item, I basically sold it while it was in store when I bought it. So I basically made a quick like 25 to 30 bucks on that sale. So not the biggest profit in the world, but profit's profit, I guess. So here's some weights. As you can see, I've sold 5 of these before, and I got these all at Dollar General, and I sold them all for $40 a piece. And on each weight, after the shipping, after the fees, I'll make about $8 or $9. So you can do the math. So here we got another hat. This is one of my bad hat buys from Ross, and I paid like 12 bucks for this, and I sold it for 15 plus shipping, and then I basically broke even on that one. So you live and you learn. So here's some more hair clippers. I paid $17 for this one at Dollar General, and I sold it for $45. More weights, you've seen that. More weights, you've seen that. This was a really good Nike outlet find. I didn't know about this, but the Nike Air Max 270s go for around $90 to like $100. Maybe if the market's flooded on them, they'll be like $85. But the way you can tell it's the 270s is it has this big air bubble right there. That's kind of the way to identify it. And it should say on the tongue, yeah, React 270s. So yeah, I paid $55 for this, and I sold it within 2 months for 100 bucks. So I made like a good $35+ profit. Pretty good sale, I would say. So this is Farming Simulator. I paid 10 bucks for that, sold it for like 27 bucks. Seen that one before. Here's some ink. Love selling ink. I paid $1 for that. Here's an old Polaroid camera. I really goofed up on this because I didn't put shipping because I was being a big dumbo. And I sold it for 15 bucks. I paid $3 for it. So on the sale, I didn't really make money. I just kind of broke even. Here's a Fitbit. I paid like 4 bucks for this. I sold it for 22. Oh, sorry. This isn't a Fitbit. This is a Garmin. My bad. The reason why this Garmin I didn't sell for that much is because it was a Garmin Vivio Junior. I think it's for kids. Yeah, tracker for kids. So it doesn't get as much as the regular Garmins do, but it's still pretty good profit. Here's some of those Mandalorians that I showed in the other episode, but I sold off the rest in this one. So yeah, I made about 3 bucks profit on each one of these. So not a huge profit, but profit's profit. More weights, made about 5 bucks on those. These shoes I got at Ross for $10 when they opened back up, and I sold them for $55, and the buyer paid shipping. So pretty healthy, like 40 bucks there. When you see the deals, you gotta get them. Already showed that one. This one I'm sad about. I probably sold for not that much, but I paid 7 bucks for this bad boy, and I sold it for $47.50. The market got really flooded on these golf shoes because when Ross opened up, they were all these golf shoes were marked down to 7 bucks. So of course the price kept on dropping because people want to move their inventory. So I had to sell that one for 47. I could have waited, but it's whatever. I paid $7.50 for this one, and I sold it for 25 from GameStop.com. I think I actually took a best offer on this one for like 65, but still pretty good sale. I paid $25 for this bad boy, so I made about like 17 bucks profit. This was a really good sale too, and I paid $3 for this one at Ross, and I got $45 for this, and the buyer didn't pay shipping. So I got like a healthy like $35 profit on that one. This is some weights. I made about $8 profit on that one. It's the 10-pounder though. This is a Nike dry fit shirt. I think I paid 5 bucks for this. Sold it for 21. Made like a good 5 bucks profit. I paid $7.50 for this game. Sold it for $21.45. Okay, this is. I basically got this for free. This is like a Guitar Hero receiver dongle, and I sold it for 30 bucks. Here's a Silent Hill game. I paid, I think 10 or 7 bucks for this one. I sold it for 20. Here is an iPod, 7th generation black. I'm surprised these still get such good money, but yeah, this one even has defects. Like the screen shows, like it has discoloration, but somebody still bought it for 90 bucks. And I paid $10 for that bad boy. Here is a cash register. This one was a pain to ship, but I tested it. It worked. Thinking about it now, I don't know if it was worth the time because I did pay $10 for it, and then I had to ship it, and I only sold it for $40, and it was a huge pain. So I still made like 30 bucks off of it. Not bad. Here's a Starbucks mug that I sold. I think it took a best offer of $7. And yeah, buyer paid shipping. I paid $2 for that Goodwill. Here's some BOA golf shoes. I think I sold these a little bit too low, but I paid 35 for them, and then I sold them for 54. Already showed you those. Joyride, I think I've showed you this one before. I paid $10. And I sold it for 25. More weights. This month it's kind of like the same stuff because it's all just I've been buying easy sellers per se. This one I took an offer of $50 for. I paid $7 for it at the Nike outlet, and yeah, these are tech pants. The tech sportswear stuff for Nike goes for crazy money. This one I think I sold it a little bit too low. But see if we can see the retail price on this bad boy. Yeah, the retail price is $120, and they paid $50, so not a bad purchase for them. So yeah, but Nike Tech Wear is pretty expensive. Here's a wireless receiver thing. I paid $2 for this, and I sold it for $25. Here is a Polar watch, and it sold for 17 bucks, and I paid like I think maybe $4 for that. These shoes I paid $20 for. I sold them for $50. I probably wouldn't do this again because these took forever to sell, and it was just a pain. This is a retail arbitrage find at Walmart, and I paid $10 for it. Sold it for $19.95. I paid shipping. So I made like a good $7 on this. I don't know if I do it again, but I just thought it was really cool. I'm kind of a sucker for video game related stuff, and I'm not sure if you can actually play Mortal Kombat on these things, because I tried to hit start and play it through the little hole right there, but it wasn't working. So maybe you got to remove something after you actually purchase the game or take it out of the box. I'm not too sure about that, but it looks so cool. So here is, I'm not too sure what this is, honestly. It has something to do with a fish and electrical outlets, but I sold it for $10 and the buyer paid $5 shipping. I think I only made $2 or $3 on this. These shoes, pretty sure I took a best offer on them, and I paid $35, so I only made like $15 profit. I thought I put shipping on this one, but then I forgot. I paid $20 for these shoes. I had to ship them, so after all the shipping fees and whatnot, I made about like $6. Here's Pinkman 3. I paid $7.50 for this, and I sold it for $25. Not bad. Here's Captain Toad. I sold one so far, and I sold it for $19. Here's a graphics card. I'm pretty sure this one was for my brother, so my brother's gonna get all of these proceeds. I'm just helping him out, and yeah, somebody paid $180 for GeForce 1060 6GB super clock. Okay, these I had them in a pair, and I'm only making about 12 to like $14 on this, but it was pretty much easy money. You've seen these before. These are some shoes I got. I accepted an offer for $90 because they were sitting for a while. I paid $40 for them, so basically like a $20-some profit. Here was a really cool find. I took an offer of $100, so I didn't have to pay any fees for eBay because it was an athletic shoe over $100, and I paid $50 for them at Ross, so I made like a healthy $30-something profit. Here is a PlayStation 2 game, God of War. I paid $2 for this, and I sold it for $9.50. Joyride, you've seen that one a billion times. Okay, these are some shoes that I looked up. There was no sold comps. I was like, you know what? I'm getting it for $2. Why not? We're just gonna go in. None sold before. I described it. I listed it. It was weird because it was like European sizes, but I did my best to make sure the European and American sizes were there. And I took pictures of them that weren't that good at the time, but it still sold for $30 and the buyer paid shipping. So pretty good flip there. Made a good $25, and I took what I felt like was a small risk for my return. Here's more hair clippers. More hair clippers. Here's Callaway X-Hot driver. It's all scratched up, as you can see. I paid $15 for this, and I took an offer of $40, so I made a good healthy like $20 there. I don't even know why I listed this, but I did, and I think I got this for like $3 for free, or maybe 25 cents, so I made $1 or $2 on that. Here is a bread maker machine. it's like the inside, it's the pan and the little swivel. And people need these parts. Sometimes it breaks on them. So the bread machine that I had was pretty messed up and pretty dirty, but the inside pan was immaculate. So I was like, why not just sell the pan? So I sold it for 30 bucks, and I basically had $10 into this. And yeah, buyer paid shipping. Here it was really good find. I paid $1 for these shoes. Pretty decent, right? And these are Echo flips, Echo. Echo. Okay, Echo Checkwear. These are like hiking boots, and I found that hiking boots do pretty well. Or I think they're either hiking boots or work shoes, but they're pretty heavy duty, as you can see in the pictures. But they sold for 40 bucks. The buyer paid shipping, so I basically made like a straight like $45 profit on those. Really happy about that. So this little Panasonic handset phone, I have like probably a quarter of 50 cents in this. Got $10. I have 10 bucks into this. I sold it for 20. After shipping, it really didn't make that much. These shoes I got for $25 at TJ Maxx, and I sold them the next day for 60 bucks. So maybe I should have priced them a little bit higher, but I made 20 bucks. $20 is $20. Here's another Carrera Evolution card that I had. I took an offer of $50, and I have nothing into this, so straight 50 bucks. Here's some weights that I got from Target. I think these were pretty expensive because Target's expensive as crap. But I sold 2 of them, and for like 50 bucks each. So I think per pair I was making like $10. And here is a Garmin Junior, and I sold it for 24. I paid 2 or 3 bucks for that one. This is a Burger Time that I sold. I paid $10 for each of these Burger Times, and I sold this one for $27.95, and I've actually sold all of these, and yeah, pretty good. Here's another remote, paid $1.02 for it, sold it for 12, buyer paid shipping. Okay, I took a chance on this one. I thought this was cool. I wouldn't suggest anybody be like, oh, this is cool, and then just buy it, but it was like 3 or 4 bucks, and I thought it was really detailed. It had the Go Gators, it had this bear, like drunk off his butt, and he's watching TV, and I thought it was pretty cool. I put it up for 30 plus shipping. Somebody actually paid for it. So sometimes that happens. Sometimes you gotta take a risk. I paid about 4 bucks for this thing, and yeah, he's chilling. I just kept on laughing at his face. I don't know. I thought it was pretty neat. More hair clippers. Here is a solo tuner, so I guess this is something with music. And I sold it for $17. I paid $1 for this. I just made sure it turns on. I made sure it like did the beeps with the buttons. And yeah, I really don't know much about this, but I sold it. It was new open box. And then lastly, we have some more weights. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you learned something. So I know everything's pretty hectic because of Corona, but I would just recommend anybody who still wants to sell on eBay to try to source online and not go to the stores. But if you don't mind going to the stores, they have hella deals right now. So to each their own. I feel like it's like, do you really want to risk your health over trying to make a few $100s on eBay? Some people it might be worth it, to others maybe not. So I would just say that there's opportunity everywhere, and I know you can get it. So this has been Cody from Echo Flips, and have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. This month's margins were lower than usual, but I spent $1,651, and I made $882 profit. So that leads me from turning $1,651 into $2,533.